Hello friends, today we'll learn types of media writing. Types of media writing. First, news writing. News writing follows a basic formula. There are key elements every news story follows. While style can diverge more dramatically depending on the kind of story, a feature story may look and sound very different than a hard news one. All news stories are cut from the same mold. The first element of news writing is, of course, to deliver the news. And second topic is column writing. Column writing is very different from other forms of writing because unlike straight news and feature writing, columns have dedicated readership. A columnist develops a following because his readers feel they can gain knowledge, insight and entertainment from reading his writing. It's a great honor to be given a regular column, but remember, to do it well requires a great amount of dedication to the craft. Write with conviction. Put forward your opinion as something you truly believe in. Argue your case with conviction. Come down hard on one side of an issue. Be unique, vocal. Never ever sit on the fence. And second is maintain your focus. Make your column about one thing and one thing alone. Don't model the message. Maintain your focus. That's the only way to make a strong impression on your readers and to convince them that your point of view is correct. And next is understand opposing viewpoints. Be mindful of the opposing argument. Anticipate objections to your point of view and deal with them convincingly with sound reasoning. If you are not familiar with the opposing view, you will not be able to argue your points well. And next is refer to facts. Your argument, however logical, will not carry much weight unless they are accompanied by facts that support your position. Don't overdo this and inundate your readers with statistics and figures, but do make use of facts from reputable sources. Next is use analogies. Analogies are useful for illustrating a point, especially when the topic you are writing about is somewhat complicated or technical. Using a simple analog from everyday life makes the issue more understandable and relevant to the readers. And next is be critical. People like reading columnists who dare to criticize real life people, not just nameless concepts and politics. Naming name might create a bit of a controversy, but as long as you do not libel anyone and don't go overboard in your criticism, it works well to make your column an interesting and exciting reads. And next topic is review of literature. The format of review of literature may vary from discipline to discipline and from argument to argument. A review may be a self-contained unit, an end in itself, or a preface to end rational from engaging in primary research. A review is required part of grant and research proposals and often to chapter in theses and dissertations. Generally, the purpose of review is to analyze critically a segment of a published body of knowledge through summary, classification, and comparison of prior research studies, review of literature and theoretical articles. Next is feature of a story. While the distinction between published feature and news is often clear when approached conceptually, there are few hard boundaries between the two. It is unique possible to write a feature in the style of a news story, for instance. Nevertheless, feature to do tend to take a more narrative approach, perhaps using opening perhaps as sense-setting narrative hooks instead of the delivery of the most important facts. And next is editorial. An editorial is an article that presented the newspaper opinions on an issue. It reflects the majority vote of the editorial board, the governing body of the newspaper, made up the editorial and business managers. It is usually unsigned. Much in the same manner of a lawyer, editorial writer build on an argument and try to persuade readers to think the same way they do. Editorials are meant to influence public opinion, promote critical thinking, and sometimes cause people to take action on an issue. In essence, an editorial is an opinionated news story.